Game 3 ready to go between OG and Liquid. Series stands 1-1 at the moment. We're seeing some similarities in the drafts as well as, of course, some looking for GH. Look at those bashes. Stroke won't hit, so GH will be fine to walk off. Mind control. She's turning and beating down onto Notel. In return, as Notel will allowed to keep his distance. Will be able to do so. Mind control, of course, getting good farm up top.
Breaks this out with the gush there.
Mid lane though, has been caught out by a bit of a move from Jerax. He's trying to switch the Mango in to go for a Mango refraction play, but that 6 seconds far too long. Jerax setting up for Thompson in mid.
It's just applying so much extra pressure that you normally would not be able to do as a Pugna.
You see, but still Jerax just
toying with him.
Stopping Weehaw from getting close. It's going to take a bit of damage. We'll toss Weehaw back into the Ancients. Avalanche as well, and with the Black Dragons beating down on Weehaw, Jerax is able to trade a good bit of damage.
Might go down here though. GH is walking over, but in the meantime, Ana and Notel up top are able to get the kill.
Jerax is going to go for the TP in that spot. They do not see him. Telekinesis was still unavailable.
Miracle camping here. He's pinging it out. He wants someone to rotate because he has the Omni.
Feeling that could be a chance to find some action mid lane. Decrepify setups there. Jerax is prepared with the dust. Weehaw cannot hide in the shadows. They see him every time, and the tower goes down. 8 minutes in. Top lane mind control getting bashed up by Ana and Notel. Should have another time walk available in a second. Seb running himself away from Kuro again into the trees. Gets the heal up, but the Omni Slash from Miracle will secure the kill down bottom. At the same time up top, they find eventually mind control's tied. He's feeling strong and confident with the brown boots, wind lace and veil. He can run around and just be such a nuisance.
And the draft panel mentioned how hard of a Tide Hunter game it was going to be. I controlled a decent start, but now he is completely shut down as mid.
Gonna get the Inkswell stun onto Weehaw. GH is there to help out. Another blast. Mind control heading over. He's only level 4 on the Tide at this point.
I think they thought he was higher level than that. Notel throws the silence on him, but it's only level 4 Tide.
And they're going to live train him down. Slows there with a stroke of fate. Will be able to crack his shell off, but Jerax with pixel perfect body blocking there. Well, I say that, Miracle's going to come in with a Blade Fury. They punish Jerax for it. They do lose mind control. Support for an off lane. And you're just seeing Liquid, they're having to bring the whole team to mid lane to deal with the shenanigans of this Pugna.
And immediately Miracle's now going to start getting pressured again too. He's even going to dig in front. He just dug in front of him. They're having way too much fun.
He's feeling it, Thompson.
They have Ana free farming top, right? This is a treads into Midas Void who has pushed the Tide Hunter completely out of lane. And like we said, mind control. He's 1 in 3
the
this game
Phantom
again.
Embrace, and it's such a nasty combo. Decrepify, Phantom Embrace. There is no counter.
There is no counter.
There is no counter.
Well, till later. Then maybe when they get BKBs or something. Yeah.
Oh.
Thompson.
Hey, they may have overlooked too far this time. They surround him. Thompson will fall finally. They're able to get that spooky little skeleton boy out of their half of the map, but look him off.
Mind control, 1 in 3 in the game again, and his game is not going to get easier.
He's got an inventory. He TP's up top. He's going to look for the setup, the toss back. Mind control still has not got that 6 in the ravage. GH has got his own level 6. Jerax is going to look to set up onto him instead. They'll throw it back into the chrono, catching the 2 of them. OG, they just can't help themselves. They can't stop making plays.
You can just tell how much fun they're having in the game. Looking around, running around. Where's Weehaw is the question. That's who they want, as they know he's just going to back up in jungle. This is getting pretty out of control already. A 5k advantage, and they're finding Miracle. Thompson is going to get stunned up.
I mean, Miracle, he's got the Blade Fury and the Omni Slash to play around with. Soulbline's going to lock the 2 of them down together as Notel's looking to turn, moves in with the silence. The double grenade, dead. The Ravage comes out, but they've already lost the 2 of them. They'll get Notel in response. But now OG, they can turn and collapse onto mind control, surrounding the Tide. Jerax and Thompson said they're not going to stop chasing this. A trap slow will come out. It doesn't matter. Thompson, another Decrepify blast, secures him the triple kill.
He's going for another.
They're not done yet, OG. GH, he's got the stolen Inkswell. They'll keep their distance. Jerax closes the gap. GH is enchanted, taken out. Ultra kill for Thompson. 11 minutes in. There is nothing that can stop this man. The Thompson Pugna, I mean, they took their chances, right, as we said in the draft. They picked
poison.
But ban the Monkey King. The Thompson Pugna was always going to be left in. They've got to kill him. They've got to do something about it. They'll surround him. They've got the Blade Fury. They have got the stun. Thompson falling low. Put the stick charge. Tries to stab with the light trap, but they kill him off. Big kill here for Liquid. Can they get more? The rest of OG have turned up. They'll focus down Miracle. Anna, he's coming in with the wraparound, and Anna, he's nearly got the Chronosphere back online. Liquid have to be a little careful how they approach this. Jarek's forcing Weehaw away from the rest of his team. Miracle, he's trying to run. Chrono's going to be back up in 5 seconds. Quick tread switch and a time walk forward from Anna allows him to close the gap. If he wants to pop the Chrono for this, he brought the 3 heroes. He's thinking about it. The Shrine has been used. They're healing up. Anna trying to find the perfect angle. No-Tail's coming in with the wraparound. Mind Control's back in. No Ravage, though. Toss over, keeping them bunched together. Anna, he's still trying to see if he can find that perfect opportunity. He may not even need it. The Phantom Embrace. It's on Mind Control. The output of the damage from Seb's impetus is too much for Mind Control to withstand. There's the catch. They'll get Miracle separated. He's shut down, silenced up. He did get the Blade Fury off, but the Soul Mind Control with the impetus is far too much for him to deal with. As OG,
oh my god, they just keep looking for more.
They're just giving us the repeat of game 2.
In the same exact area, at the same exact time too. It's like 12 minutes in, 10 heroes gathered around the Ancients areas. Weeha's like, okay, well, I can't really fight this. I have to find my own time. Weeha's actually gonna go for a Blink Dagger to try to match and be able to fight and be able to respond to OG's aggression.
Look at the drag. Onto Jarek with that telekinesis, but again, OG, they just have the numbers here. Liquid are not ready to take these fights.
This is just an absolute dismantling coming up from OG. They're not giving them any room at all. And it's not this time like they have all these long duration ultimates. They're just punishing them for everything. The Jug pick, he's not really farming at all. Weehaw either. Everybody on the side of OG is farming perfectly fine, and they have Midases.
I mean, Miracle. He walks into lane. He nearly dies immediately to the combo. Jarek control on Thompson. Again, the Shredder with a 4-line avalanche, but Jarek takes him out. Mind Control, past the Ravage. Have they got the damage to finish these two up? Thompson's still alive. He's able to back off, and now again, the rest of OG's turned up. Seb's in the neighborhood. Toss over for Jarek. Kuro and GH being focused. The X-Well on Jarek. Does it hit Kuro? It doesn't matter. No-Tail has the stroke of fate, and it's enough alone. As he's now a 10k lead, 3 dead on Liquid, so again, OG will be able to reset.
Jarax is the one standing up toward the front lines, waiting to see if something does happen. Tower's already dead. They're already working on their axes.
And if Liquid's gonna make a move, they're gonna make it soon, but they're not gonna get the chance to. Jarax jumps in on top of Mind Control. Phantom Embrace upon him. No chance for a Ravage, but he's back immediately.
They know the only way that they can get caught is if it's from a wraparound. Jarax just waiting there in position. They even have an Ops. They even put down a Sentry to take out Liquid's vision too.
2 games in a row. But OG is just giving us the showcase of their lifetime.
It's been like 6 or 7 minutes since Liquid has been able to even find a kill, and it's been GH just out of GH has been the one getting them, but it's not even these big ones because, like we said, they can't even get aggressive onto the map at all. As Seb just continues to stand in the base, he's a bit far forward here.
But you get the multicast. Anna's going to come in with the backup. They Decrepit by keeping Seb safe. They'll pop the Ravage. They're trying to get on top of at least someone. They'll find No-Tail. Anna's surrounded. He still has the Chrono. He gets the 3 of them. Thompson's able to turn with the life drain. Miracle's there. Mind Control tossed back into the Chrono, making it a beautiful 4-man. Double kill for Thompson. He'll start to run them down one by one, pushing Liquid back towards the fountain. Mind Control, that's a dieback effectively. No buyback available. Still on cooldown for 6 minutes. Liquid down 15k net worth, down a full set of racks before the 20-minute mark. 25-8 in favor of OG.
16,000 gold lead. They're going to get themselves at least 3 bounties, over 10,000 experience lead, and that Dota Plus does say the 99% right now. So only a 1% right now for Liquid. It does feel like that as well.
Did you get the play field off in time? Anna!
They actually get it
down. Weeha's able to get in with a blink meld. Can they get more out of this? No-Tail will pick up the rune, has Thompson by his side, but Liquid they're chasing. They'll look to move on to the high ground turnarounds there. Jackson in with the combo, the healing wall is not enough to keep Miracle alive. Miracle's dead for over a minute as OG. They can now go back to chasing for more. GH tries for the TP out. Seb finds him, doesn't get enough damage in time. GH will escape. Decrepifies there. Liquid, they do get in, take down a second as they'll find No-Tail with a toss back. Avalanche for Jared, catches the 2 of them. He's got the invis, they don't have detection. They've got AoE.
Soon with the refraction.
They will let him be. He's going to be able to blink, or is he? He's not going to be able to blink. He's not going to be able to blink. Thompson.
The ward is down. He pops refraction. He gets hit by the damage. He can't actually blink. Gets put back on the cooldown immediately. Any carry looks at this and like, wow, I wish my mid player would go around killing everybody every 5 seconds. It's looking pretty out of control here.
Radiant's tower is under
All stacked up outside the base. OG keeping them trapped inside of there. But they have everything ready. They have all their tools available to fight.
They've got a rod of Atos on Seb now as well. Mind Control, find the jump in with the Ravage. Weeha's in as well. Do they have the damage? Yeah, time they do. They kill on Thompson. There's a lot of money going the way of Kuroki though. Can they get more out of this Omni Slash bouncing around Jared? A buyback comes out from Thompson. He wants to rejoin the fight. As OG turns, they'll get one.
No.
There's the setup again. Anna with a 3-man chrono catches them all. Double kill for Anna. The toss up disable, taking down Miracle. The Phantom embraces on Kuro. They'll chase him up to the base. Triple kill for Anna. 2 buybacks to come out from Liquid, but no Tide or Juggernaut.
I actually think Mind Control may have sold some of his items just to be able to purchase that Blink Dagger for the fight. And even then, they can't even come close to coming out ahead of it.
I mean, they got Thompson.
They got him, but he's back.
That was it. They'll get another jump in. Mind Control trying to commit. Jarrett just turns with the toss avalanche combo. Mind Control out of the game once more. Weeha's trying to jump in, find at least Thompson, but he's not going to get it. OG surround him, outnumber them, a toss-up, sitting back to the grave. GH is dead, GG is called. OG take game 3, and dare I say it, even in a more devastating fashion than game 2. It didn't look like it could get any worse for Liquid after that second game, but I think it just did.
I think they have to find a different type of draft. I don't think the Tide Hunter plus the Templar Assassin can work when you're playing versus OG. They seem to just know exactly what they want to do versus it. With this Grimstroke, even with this Pugna, even with the Enchantress as well, I think you have to find something else for Liquid here. Otherwise, we could just have another replay in the next one. OG just seem to know exactly how they want to play around this. They end the game with a 1,000 gold per minute advantage over Team Liquid in the grand finals of TI. They have a 23,000 gold lead. Let's look at some damage numbers too. Like you said, Thompson was involved in 28 of their kills.
17, 3, and 11, Thompson.
He just had this explosive performance. This was unbelievable.
And as you say, to do this in the grand finals, to do it twice, game 2, game 3.
So it's not going to be a Templar Assassin, but we'll go to another Weeha Classic. It would be the Wind Ranger.
I like the idea of the hero better.
Obviously, the question is if they can push them over the edge and get the kills, but the aggression certainly is there. And once the level 2s come out for the 3 members of Liquid, we'll see that pressure amped up even more. Jax is going to come down. Now turn this duo into a tri-lane from OG as Kuro pops the Fairy Fire, won't save him. Miscall from Notail, gets the kill. Now Anna's going to be the focus. Miracle and GH trying to get on top of him, but a quick body block from Notail and a shield handed over to Anna will mean that Liquid cannot chase any further.
They only killed Notail once because of how many stick charges they're getting fed down here. The Bristleback just constantly spamming the Quill, spamming the Goo. Everyone's sitting at like 10 stick charges every time they try to make an aggressive move. Now Miracle is up a bit far here.
Jax. It's going to be able to make sure that Miracle cannot make the smooth run up towards the top and never shields out for Notail. He may be low, but he's more than safe. Jax with the toss-up. GH pops the stick charges. He's trying to escape Notail, keeping on top of him. That Aphotic Shield's going to pop soon. It may not even need to as GH is running. One more right click or a miscoil out. That'll do it. The shield pops. They get the kill. Anna does fall though. Liquid getting the trade.
Nice. He actually did not pop his magic one there. A bit too much damage coming in. I think the Alpha Wolf and the right click from the Chen caught him off guard how much it actually was there. But the sustain that's actually coming out from this bottom lane is just too much for them a bit here. As Anna is starting to get this farm built up to those 20 last hits.
Middle tower is under attack.
The mid lane seems to be the focus for Liquid. They've left Miracle alone. They're trying to collapse in onto Thompson. He gets the cooldown off, but the Hellbear smashes in with the clap. Liquid making these moves around Kuro and his army. So far, no one else has been interested in coming over and getting involved. Now, though, that will change. GH and Kuroki, they're looking towards Seb. Going to bring in Weeha as well. Weeha with the focus fire. Have they got the control? There's the rolling with the stun. Shackle shot follow up from Weeha, along with the power shot. Will do it. Liquid making the maneuvers to put Seb's happy little time on that top lane to an end.
Don't let OG get away with that greed that they're trying to pull off right now. Try to get some tower damage. Every single time a tower is going to start getting pressured, though, you'll see this rotation by Seb. He wants to make sure they don't actually get any of these towers too early. He doesn't have many reactive stacks built up just yet, but he will be okay.
Mid lane Thompson. You see a dive here from Weeha. Weeha tried to close in for the kill, but he didn't have the damage to bring Thompson down. Thompson was able to just drop the combos. Weeha, he got in close range for that attempt.
you got to be careful as well. Ana, he's jungling in the area, so he can just easily tether, pop. I don't know if you guys did the overcharge there, I didn't catch the end of it, but he can easily tether it and you can get a little bit of extra HP regen that comes into play.
Looking for Jerax.
Jerax again.
And then with the magnetized, TPs will now start to come into play. Thompson's here, Jerax still alive. They're trying their best to hunt him down through the trees. He'll be able to toss back the Hellbear Smasher. Rockets dropped to keep the magnetized going. They'll get the kill on Jerax. See if they can find anything in return. OG Thompson is on top of Kuroki. GH, we are joining the gang. They're surrounding Thompson with a divine favor. Bringing We Are in. Liquid, they're going to be able to get both of them. Kuroki making these moves across the map, bringing in the team when required.
And like the draft panel mentioned, you look at Liquid's draft, and they're really trying to set the tempo. They're trying to be aggressive, get early towers down with this Chen, with this Bristleback, and try to get an early roast and get that big advantage to take advantage of carry IO. You have to try to take advantage of it somehow.
They're waiting there on the high ground. They'll immediately burst through the Aphotic Shield. No-Tail is trying to run. The Smasher's after him. No-Tail's got the backup of Ana. Mind Control's going to head in. Liquid, they're diving on forward. GH will be kept safe by the Heavenly Grace. Kuro may have to have a little tip fire this time. Will be surrounded. The four of them take down Kuro, put an end to his reign across the map.
They still, OG has a very strong way to fight, even in the early game. Even if they do have a greedy IO pick, it's what it provides you, especially when you have a Gyro. Gyro is all about that early fights. Same thing with Tiny. And even Timbersaw, but Seb right now, we know he doesn't really want to show up except for the tower defenses. And he's also going to be matching that Chen, who's going to be an early mech. It's actually going to be a mech Timbersaw since they have IO. So this amount of sustain that could come out from OG pretty soon is going to be pretty hard for Liquid to deal with. As Seb, he actually jumps forward for GH.
It goes deep. We are going to turn with a focus fire. Seb, of course, has got the max reactive armor. Thanks to that, Shackle won't latch. Seb, continue to back off. Chains out, back over the river. He's fine. Liquid will try and turn their attention towards Thompson, but with No-Tail by his side, they cannot dive up to the high ground. Seb holding them back.
5 Liquid heroes in the mid lane. Try to brawl again at the same time as last game. It's 13 minutes in, and there's 9 heroes or 8 heroes positioned around this area. They want to go for No-Tail, but he's got ulti.
Miracle's going to continue to chase this under the Titcher, and they will get it. Seb is trying to turn. The missile is out onto Kuro. Does Seb have the burst? Not quite. Magnetizes out, and Seb has to retreat. Shackle does latch. Liquid, they've got the lockdown, they've got the roll for the kickback. They'll crush him. It's Liquid. They're diving again.
They want top.
They've got a bit of a flavor of how OG was playing in these last 2 games, and they're saying we could do it too. Thompson, push the cooldown. They won't go too crazy. They'll let him live. They don't want to dive up.
Liquid with an overzealous dive there, not losing anybody, but the side lane's giving a lot to that Tiny as well as that IO. And we know this, the timing, it's all about just waiting for IO to get not only Aghanims, but get that level 15 talent. That's what OG wants.
He's diving in. Onto Kuro with the flak as well. Hand of God will not keep Chen alive today.
GH will not get TP'd out. Jerax actually TP's in and gets the toss off at the exact timing.
And OG's actually not done, as they are still hunting for action. Miracle the focus. Thompson's got a DD. A power shot does come out. Lands on Thompson. Treads defusal gyrocopter. Fancy that. Thompson doing something I don't think I've ever seen this.
Kind of. I mean, it's interesting because it's going to provide a lot of like mana burn, which is going to be annoying for
Okay.
It gives you a lot of agility, and it gives you ways to run around and chase heroes down, I guess.
That is Liquid.
Different.
They've got the kill squad getting mobile again.
They can transition this into a Roche. DD rune on the Bristleback. They've got Pipe. Yeah, they can easily do this one with the Medallion as well. And they're pinging it. They seem, now they're aware of it, but it looks like it's almost too low for them to contest with all this minus armor. As Liquid will get away with this one.
Well, let's see what they can do with it. Aegis, Pipe, they have those early tools to start making moves. But Thompson, he can burn, he's going to take their mana away, and they're going to be essentially sort of these useless, tanky targets on the front that OG can then ignore and look for the more volatile kills.
And he's acting as this like super frontliner. And Bristleback is a hero that if you don't have mana, you don't have damage. So if he's just going to be burning the Bristle, I can see it. You know, I can see it. And he's super farmed, and look how tanky he is. 2,000 HP on the Gyro. There's going to be an MKB finish now for Weehaw, so his damage is going to be very high as Seb's getting slowed down. He's got Greaves available, but he's getting burst.
I mean, they're bringing him low. He's got the shield. Now they'll be able to turn. Cooldowns dropped down by Thompson. And here we have it. Miracle. His mana's gone. He's able to pop the stick, get him a fair bit of it back, and he's able to head back in, pushing OG back behind the racks. They're getting a good amount of damage onto this tier 3 tower. Liquid, they push up.
On IO, that Spirit Hero damage is there now. Ana gonna join the fray finally.
There we have it. Miracle's mana It's pretty much entirely gone by Thompson's focus. Look to what GH is. He can't get out. There's no mana. GH, he's dead. And now OG, they have that numbers advantage for this defense. They'll try and change the ball. Thompson, the rocket barrage brings Miracle down. There's the shackle turnaround. They're looking for Jax. Jax backing away. Thompson focusing Miracle. Miracle's still out of mana because of this diffusal. Jax, he's in with the combo. The GA is out. We all will fall though. The magic damage is there from Thompson. Miracle's trying to run. Another stick charge pop, but Jax can shut him off. In fact, Jax, he's ready to try and look for more potentially. There's only the once. Thompson, he's on top of Kuro. Another cooldown's there. The toss back into the combo. Jax has the control. They're all getting picked apart as mind control falls. Miracle is surrounded.
And they're all dead.
Able to get this as well. OG, they will hold.
And they're even taunting. They toss him to the dragon. Holy crap. Thompson, the diffusal is absolutely working. Burns all their mana.
The diffusal play, Jar, it is perfect for this point of the match.
He just did an insane amount of damage, front lines the entire time, and then Ana just has free reign to get all that Spirit Hero damage, and it's back completely the other way, and it feels like the control is just gone for Liquid.
What do you do? Well. When your mana's gone, what do you do?
Oh my god. OG starting to take over the game completely here.
Showing new ways to play the game at this incredibly late moment in the tournament.
And now Thompson has an Aghanims as well, so not only is his regular hits going to be proccing that... yeah, he's going to be burning a lot of mana.
And they're just moving into the base now, OG. They're pushing in. Flax starts to force Liquid back. They'll focus Miracle. Miracle will get himself out and away. The missile is out. They're trying to put the heals to save him, but Miracle's dead.
So much damage.
Jax is in with the combo. They'll bring down GH. GH has buyback. He'll buy back immediately. Weehar's going to be back up in 5. Fortification is popped, but OG, they're not going away.
They're too healthy. They still have Greaves available for Seb as well this whole time. They're pretty... No-Tail's kind of low, but once they pop those Greaves, everyone's going to be topped off.
A tier 3's going down. 22 minutes again, and in a match where it looked like Liquid had the pace to maybe bring something different, but we're back to the same place that we were in Game 2 and Game 3.
There's no stones for GH. He can't contribute anything. There's no magnetized either. They're just taking this Rax.
It's gone. They cannot get close to hold this. As OG will see what the plan is next. They'll back off.
They're happy with that. Why not? They can back up, clean up shrines, but... And they're just so farmed right now at this point in the game that Liquid, they're walking out together, but like I was mentioning before, there's one stone on GH, and that is it. So his team fight potential, and he's pretty much the only team fighter on the side of Liquid right now, is just not there.
And OG's ready to go back. And again, Jackson with the round the combo down to mind control. The cooldown's there. Liquid out to back off. Again, mind control's mana pretty much got. He's able to pop the stick, get the GA off at least. Can they fight for the duration of it though? They're getting towards Seb. Heals a pop. Seb's back pretty much up to 4. Jackson with another combo onto We are stunned up. We are dead. Miracle's the new focus. The missile followed through. OG pushing Liquid back to the base. Mind control out of mana. Thompson with his diffuser blade, picking them apart. Roll forward for GH, but Seb cuts him down. Double kill. They're pushing on OG. Liquid getting forced back to the base as Liquid have nothing. They have nothing to offer folks.
They're just giving, look at this, they're driving Fountain and TI finals. They want Kuroki in the Fountain as well. They're gonna get it, they're chasing Miracle as well. Oh my god.
I can't believe this. I can't believe what we're seeing in this game 4. OG, you thought you saw it all in Game 2, you thought you saw it all in Game 3. There it is, goal! OG, two-time TI champions, they've done it, folks!
And in what a fashion. These last 3 games didn't even seem close. Liquid, they had something going for themselves, but then they hit the brick wall. OG is the best team in the world. They are on a completely different level.
No question, they are so far ahead of anybody else that plays this game for a living. Game 2, 3, and 4 were absolutely ridiculous. The showing was magical from OG.
They just seem to know exactly what to do with whatever draft they're giving. It doesn't matter. They have so many different drafts, so many different play styles. They can execute all of them. Liquid seemed like they stood no chance after that first game.
And they've earned their money. $15 million, just over it, in fact, going the way of OG for this victory, on top of the $11 million they won last year.
Unbelievable performance by them, and in such style. Busting out the carry IO in the final game, having a Timbersaw that they haven't played too much at all either. These guys can play anything.
They absolutely can. Innovators, magicians, bringing something new to the game, and when it counts the most in the grand finals. Game 1 was shaky, we had a bit of fun. Game 2, 3, and 4, they played their hearts out for every single minute of the matches. OG, the best team of all time, and with this, their second TI win. And not just the second TI win, but the second back-to-back. They do it 2 years in a row. There is no question that we're witnessing the best team of all time.
I'm at a loss of words from the way that they played this. It was just an absolute beatdown. They're just way too good at Dota.
And this sort of accomplishment, the first team to do it, 2 times back-to-back, the thing that so many TI winners in the past have dreamt of. I believe preparing to lift up what is rightfully theirs for the second time in a row. There he is, Seb himself, leading the crew up to the podium. You cannot help but be awestruck by what this team has shown us in this entire run in these 2 years, and now in the grand finals. Ladies and gentlemen,